Just let me know when you're ready for me.
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you everybody so much for jumping on tonight. I appreciate you devoting your valuable time to come and join in on this with me. Just a little bit about my story. As many of you know, I have been in a few other network marketing companies, but and they were all good companies. I just didn't feel like I had really found my fit, my perfect fit. And I didn't really know that, I guess, until I was introduced to this opportunity. And it didn't take me long at all to realize that this was like nothing else I had ever seen. There's literally no competition at all with this company. And one of the main things for me is that was attracted to me is that, you know, I'm a teacher, so I'm pretty stressed for time. I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, so I'm a wife and all that. So this is more conducive to a busy schedule for me, this business, because I can totally do it from home. I don't have to send out samples. I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to go to the post office and send out samples. I don't have to have parties. I don't have to do any of that. I can do it all from home. So that was what really attracted me to this, and the fact that it's just like nothing else I've ever seen before. So tonight with us, we have my amazingly supportive and knowledgeable direct upline, Christy. So she is amazing. And of course, hosting our meeting is my very successful upline, Anna Marie, and I'm so honored that she has devoted her time tonight for us to educate us on this amazing opportunity. And just to tell you a little bit about her, she is a six-figure earner with World Global Network. She has built an international team, and she took part in launching World in the United States last year. So with that, I'm honored to introduce our host of the call tonight, Miss Anna Marie Stroh.
Thank you, Carla.
All right.
Thanks. So one of the things that I would love for you to share with everybody, you did a fabulous job giving a highlight of what attracted you to World, but can you share with everybody what is it that you are looking to gain from an opportunity like this? Like why did you decide to participate in this type of an opportunity for you yourself?
Well, I see the value in the product, of course. I think it's an amazing product. But for me, and don't get me wrong, I love teaching. I do. It's just it takes a lot of extra time. And I'm really looking for the time freedom that I would love to just work from home one day. I'm looking for that time freedom, just, you know, having more time to just be with my son, and I just feel like I'm just running all the time, and I never can get my head above water up at school because the paperwork just gets worse every year. I wish I would love my job more if I could just teach, but there's so much paperwork involved now that I don't know. It's really starting to make me think of some other options, and I would just love. I know myself. I'm a homebody, and I would love just working from home all day. And that time freedom to have to just be able to go to all of my son's school functions and just, you know, yeah. That's it for me. That's what I want.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us because, you know, like a lot of us have a job, right? We have, some of us have a career, and some of us are fortunate to actually do what we absolutely love to do. And, you know, nowadays you don't hear that very often. So I congratulate people who sit there and can actually say to this day, I absolutely love what I can do. But you, along with so many out there, me included, was looking for that time freedom, was looking for there has to be another way to be able to contribute to my family, but be present with my family, being present at, you know, our kids' activities, school, sports, hobbies, extracurricular, you name it. And that's what so many of us look for. And so for you and I, we were looking to replace, right? Replace an income where others may be looking to supplement. And so for everybody here tonight, I just want to congratulate you because you clearly saw something in a very short video that caught your attraction and you wanted to see a little more information. And that really is the basis of what I'm going to share with you tonight. We have an incredible product, and along with all of those features is one very, very important feature, and that is the opportunity side. And all that opportunity is exactly what Carly did with you. She shared a simple video, and we're going to show you how you can benefit from a financial perspective from that product that you saw in the video. So you guys can all see my screen, right? Everybody can see it. I'm going to respectfully mute everybody so we don't have any background noise. And I'm going to go through some slides here. I'm going to hit some of them very, very quickly. And I'm going to take a little bit of time on just a couple of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open it up for any questions, or we can elaborate on anything that people would like. And at the end of this, you guys really should know, you will really be able to tell yourself, you know what, I really see the benefit in the features of the device and I want to wear it. Or you see the benefits of the features of the device and you want to get paid on it as well. So like I said, by the end of it, you really will have a clear picture, and then you really just have to decide what's best for you. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. There we go. All right, and we'll go ahead and get started. So just a little bit about me. My husband and I come from corporate America. We do have a technology background. We are located here in North Dallas, Texas, in Frisco, Texas here. And you know, we opened our mind and eyes to the possibilities of additional streams of income over 15 years ago when we found ourselves working for the same company. And we came across a very unfortunate situation where the sales vice president misforecasted commissions, and we, along with several other account executives across the board, were out a lot of money in commissions, and we didn't have other forms of income coming in. Saving for college for our girls was not a plan B, and so we found ourselves hand-tied to just our salaries that year, and all the commissions that we worked so hard for, we didn't get. And it was at that point in time where his personal friend came to us, reminded us how irresponsible it was for us not to have some other type of income coming in, but he opened our eyes to the possibilities. He's like, you know, you can really go out and find another job. Well, we were working 65 hours a week, so we didn't have time to get another job. We're salaried, so we didn't get, if we worked overtime, 65-hour weeks, we didn't get paid overtime, so that wasn't going to work. We don't know how to flip houses. I'm very conservative. I don't like playing the stock market. So we were like, well, now what? What do we do? He opened our eyes and our mind to network marketing. And I will say that this is one of the most lucrative industries. It is one of the largest industries out there that most people just are unaware of. And so for us, he introduced a ground floor opportunity, and it was fascinating. Because we were so new, we decided to watch and wait. We watched to see how the industry did. We watched to see how he did. And then several months later, we decided, hey, this looks like this is going pretty good. We should probably take a run at this. And we did. And we did well. The problem is we had seen a ground floor opportunity go by. And we vowed to each other that if we ever saw an opportunity where there was something unique, something different, and ground floor, we were going to listen, we were going to buckle up, and we weren't going to look back. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you tonight. This is our Microsoft moment, if you will, because the reality is, if all of us here on this webinar would have bought stock in Microsoft when they first launched, we wouldn't be here right now, right? None of us would have to be here. We'd be on a yacht in Fiji somewhere, all drinking, you know, fufu drinks. So, but this could be your Microsoft moment. So here we go. Go ahead and move forward here. Okay, a little income disclosure. All right, so secret to success, like Bill Gates says, is getting to the market first, being ahead of the game, and really leading the pack. And that's exactly what our CEO, Fabio Galli, has done. As you can tell by his technology background, it goes very deep, but he had a different vision in mind. He literally based all of this off of his personal experience with his dad. His dad had cancer and diabetes. He beat cancer, passed away from diabetes, and he literally saw his dad deteriorate in front of us, or in front of him. When we were in the very beginning of this, just over a little year ago, Fabio flew us out to meet with him at headquarters along with other leaders in the company. And he wanted to share his vision of where he thought this was going to go. And he said, you know, after I had that experience with my dad, I really want to take my technology background and create a quality of life for people. And I want to be the first to do it. And that's exactly what he did with this product. So as you can see, AAA rating with this company just in 12 short months it's the best that you can get. Having a #1 product in direct sales, having a #1 product with anything that you stand behind is a big deal in my opinion. You always want to be leading from the front. And if you've got something that's at the top, that's all the more better credibility for you. We are a public company. You can go ahead and take a look at our ticker out there for everybody to view. All the numbers don't lie. We're doing quite well. Being in 195 countries is also very credible, because you may not know somebody across the water, but as you start talking to your networks, I promise you, I always say your brother, sister's cousin's girlfriend probably knows somebody in another country. And when you're able to spread this all across the world, all the better. This is something that was very eye-opening to my husband and I. We were not aware of how big the wearable industry was. I was not aware that in 2016, there were over 123 million devices sold. And according to Wall Street Journal and Time and Forbes and all these other entities, they are predicting the wearable industry to grow by 300% by 2020. So in our mind, we were like, wow, to be able to be engaged in the beginning at the top of a company that is leading the way in one of the fastest growing industries, we want to have a piece of that. We can thank this gentleman right here, Antonio DeRosa. He is our CDO. He leads the design team of our Hilo devices. And you know, it's interesting because he was a conceptual designer with smartphones like the iPhones and the iWatch or the Apple Watch. And he knew after the Apple Watch what the big guys were not willing to do and where the wearable industry was going. And he wanted to be a piece of that. And so he came over a couple years ago to our company. And again, he is the mastermind and our secret weapon, if you will, behind our Hilo devices. Now, some of you saw some of these features in one of the videos that you saw, and you can tell that we do everything that all the other devices do in the industry, but there are really quite a few that set us aside from everything else. This is one of them, being able to monitor your loved ones and have your loved ones monitor you. And a little testimonial here that I share, my husband had some abnormal readings that were thrown out to us, like me, my mom, and my in-laws, because we're all monitoring each other. And all of a sudden, over the past 60 days, we were getting a lot of abnormal alerts from his blood pressure, sleep, everything. They were so much that my mother-in-law literally said, sweetheart, can you take me off of your alerts because you're really blowing up my phone. It's becoming distracting. So we're like, well, maybe this is a clue. He took his EKG off of his device and that came out abnormal. And that was like, okay, we're going to the doctor. He went to the doctor. The blood pressure that was reading so high to the tune of 165/114, that's not normal. It read just that at the doctor's office. The EKG that they took, abnormal, just like the EKG that he took off of his Hilo. Fast forward, we ended up at the cardiologist. The cardiologist said, how long have you known about this? Shame on you. You don't mess around. You have AFib. AFib. He was a walking stroke waiting to happen. So we found ourselves a week later in for a procedure. They went in through the throat, paddled his heart, got him back into normal rhythm. He does have sleep apnea from this. He does have his blood pressure under control with the right medications. But my point is that we were made aware. Had we not paid attention to all those abnormal readings that we were getting, who knows where we would be today. Panic button, you find yourself in an unfortunate situation or your loved ones, they can push that panic button. You get a text, an email, a GPS location, exactly where they are. Just have to let everybody know these are fashionable devices. All the color bands will match absolutely everything that you could possibly have in your closet. This is something that I love. Credibility is huge. We've been featured on several Fox segments all over the news. The Today Show, I'm a big fan of Today Show. I've been watching it for years. There's Carson Daly taking an EKG right on the Today Show live. And then most important is the CES. Now, for those of you that don't know what the CES is, that's one of the largest consumer electronics shows in the world, held in Las Vegas, Nevada, every January. Well, last year we were there via Toshiba. Toshiba is our partner. We actually used their processor in our device, but they were the ones that really had their name and backing behind our LX. They took the LX to the market with us, if you will, and it was a big, big hit. Well, this year we made history. There has never in the history of the CES ever been a network marketing company involved ever. There is our booth this year, and we had massive, massive traction. Paparazzi, everybody was around our location there. This is just for some people who are numbers people. Taking a look, we are number 4 in the wearable industry, and there's no doubt as we continue to grow and we continue to innovate that we are looking to take that number 1 spot. I don't know if anybody has paid attention to the news. It is all over. Google it. Just throw on the news. Electronic smog. Not good. So anybody out there have a cell phone? Raise your hand. Let me see. How many of you guys have cell phones? Yep. How many of you guys have laptops? Don't lie, because we're looking at each other. We're either a laptop, a computer. If you have Wi-Fi, you probably have a router in your house, maybe a printer. Okay. So all of this stuff is kicking out electronic smog. Your microwaves, everything that's plugged in is kicking out something that is very, very harmful to your body. And we have a class 1 medical device, which is a quarter-size adhesive sticker with the technology on it to protect your family. There is what that looks like on my phone, quarter-size sticker. What that is doing, it is actually repelling all of that stuff coming at us. It's repelling and reconfiguring all of that harmful death rays, as I call them, coming at us, and it's helping our body be able to handle that so that it doesn't impact us from a chemical or a DNA perspective. I encourage everybody, Google it. Carly can also send you out. There's 2 very, very, very good videos that we have. They're third party that show exactly what this is doing. As far as the cell phones, my husband just sent me a video today. It was on TV, and it's showing that all of this stuff is causing cancer. So again, something not to mess around about. It is definitely a very bad thing, and I think that we are just really blessed and fortunate to be able to have something class 1 medical device to be able to help protect people and their families. This is a feature everybody was very, very excited about. I know that all of us on here know somebody who has to monitor their sugar. All right, my 10-year-old is type 2. She has to monitor. So we have the first device on the wearables that will monitor your sugar trend non-invasively, meaning you don't have to prick your finger. So again, I know that if we all just sit back and think of how important that is to us, and then the people that we know that might be diabetic in the world, the people that might have to be focusing on losing weight or whatever the health problems that people may have, being able to monitor your sugar trend is just a huge proactive thing that we can all be doing, and I know that we all want to impact other people's lives. And this is just our CEO. Literally, they're testing it right there at the CES, and they have all of his information up on the monitor, and that's going to be what we're going to be able to see on our apps. So this is something that I think is a major feature, and I'm not so sure that everybody really understands how exciting this is. Having an open API really puts us in a category of our own. And I'll give you an example. Back in the day when the smartphones came out, they weren't that chili red hot. I mean, they were good, right? The smartphones, it's new, but they weren't great. What set Apple aside is when they opened up and created their App Store. They dominated the market. Well, that's what we did. What does that mean for us? That means that developers are able to create applications, bring it out to us via a device like the Hilo, and we're able to really customize our device to us. So, for example, I get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So do my girls. My husband Mosquitoes don't touch him, I say, because we're sweeter, right? Well, he may not need that app on his device. But I'll tell you what, me and my girls, we definitely need it. So again, you're customizing your device to you. And then again, that is just helping people be more proactive with their healthcare. Again, huge. So now that we looked at the product, I'm just going to take a couple minutes and we're going to talk about how do you actually get paid off of this, right? Now those are the features. This is the greatest feature of all. I'm going to share with you that there are individuals, and I happen to know all of these except for the ones in Asia, but Nat and Shanita, her daughter Natita, and son-in-law Chad, Ramasio, Jeremy, you see some of these names. These are leaders in our company that are at the top. This is all of network marketing. They are ranked at the top of all network marketing companies out there. And the numbers are not to gloat or boast or make anybody feel bad. Those are real numbers based on the same device that you and I are looking at, based on the same comp plan, based on the same 195 countries, and the same 24 hours in a day. My point to this is that they're doing the same thing we are. They're just getting more eyes on the information. So here is how you can get paid. It's very simple. Can be very lucrative. Remember your income disclosure with hard work and dedication, and depending on what your why is, what's really driving you. But I think what's really important to show is that whether you see this as a consumer, you may just want to wear the device, or you see it as being a team member wearing the device and getting paid on it, we have what's called a referral, right? So you will get a free website when you choose to pick your pack of your devices. And whether, again, customer or a team member, when you refer and somebody goes to your website and purchases, you will make a 10% commission off of that product sale. You also get a team sale and a binary. Binary means you build two teams, and we'll talk about that here in a second. You get check matching. What does that mean? Well, as people come on and decide they want to create a form of income from themselves, you may not know who they are, but you love them because you get paid off of them. You get to benefit from what their efforts are as well. We have a team developer bonus pool, which I'll go into detail in a minute. A 1% loyalty box. What that means is the company looks at your total sales every week and says, okay, you made X amount. We're going to add 1% of that, and we're going to tuck it away in an out of sight, out of mind piggy bank. At the end of 12 months, we're going to thank you for being a loyal member, and we're going to give that to you. It's very, very nice. Car bonuses, lifestyle trips. My husband and I earned an all expenses paid trip to Dubai within our first 2 weeks with the company. It was fabulous. So again, all these great things that are just at our fingertips should you want to work towards those. So here I'm going to stop sharing my screen here a second, and I'm going to put up a new slide. I'm going to show you some new bundle packs that we just got, and I'm excited about these because it really gives everybody the opportunity to come in where you fit in, if you will. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see the personal packs? Awesome. Okay, so this first one is personal packs, and as you can see, these are single packs, right? What this means is that this is for the consumer, somebody who doesn't want to create an income. They don't see the value in creating another form of income, but they do see the value in the features of the device. We have personal packs for you to choose from. Well, those who sit there and say, you know what, I really would like to create an income off of sharing, you know, the video and showing people what these can do, we have builder packs. Can you guys see the builder packs? Give me a thumbs up. You see the builder packs? Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, we have a couple choices for you. You can always start with that BioZen. There are so many people out there that have a phone, a laptop, an iPad, a computer, or a printer. Right there alone, I've got all of those. So 5 BioZens just for me, it really goes a long way. But take a look at some of these packs. The builder pack has 4 devices in it. It comes with all the fashionable bands we talked about. And you can see the germanium, which that germanium stone is incredible for circulation. I encourage anybody to Google germanium, very, very good for your body. And again, the Hilo Mix Pack and the Hilo LX. The difference between the LX, which I have, and an LX Plus is the LX Plus is just the newer version. It monitors a few more levels down and it's faster, okay? Then we have the Be All End All, which is our professional pack. Now this one is exciting because you get a lot of bios in. Now, 30 bios in plus 42 for free. So you've got 72 bios in, and you might be saying, what would I do with all this bios in? Well, think about it. I just sat there and said, I have an iPhone, I have a laptop, I have a computer, I have an iPad, I have a printer, I have a router, the list goes on. So just me alone, when you're talking to somebody, one person alone needs at least 3. So if you go out and you're sharing with people and you're able to sell those, you've recouped your money back just selling the bios in. And your 4 devices are in essence free. So it's a really good pack. You definitely save money and you recoup your cost, which I'm all about ROI if I can do that. And we'll show you how to do that with the other packs as well. This one is just the most popular right now because the electronic smog is just, it's just everywhere. Every channel you look at, they are talking about the harmful effects of this. So I'm really excited that they put that much bios into our devices or into our packs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my other slide. 1 second. And you guys let me know when you can see. Do you see the 3 steps to success? Thumbs up. Nope, you don't see that yet. 1 sec. Gotta love technology. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now let me show that. How's that? Awesome. Okay, so now that you've picked your pack, you've picked your bundle, now we're going to help you. Let me go back one, my bad. We're going to help you work our system. You're going to share a video just like you received. You're going to make a list of people that you want to share this with, and you're going to identify who your top 2 people are. These top 2 positions, I call it beachfront property. The entire organization is going to be built underneath these 2 positions. So first come, first serve. I congratulate you guys because this is Carly's launch, and I told her, go make a list, a huge list of 200 people, but narrow it down to 20, get 10 or less on a call, and give them the opportunity to take those top 2 positions. So congratulations to you guys that are on the call that has first dibs. But what this does is this means that you're qualified and you're getting paid. Well, what's the next step? This is it. There's no more steps. You develop your team. You now have 2 individuals, and we're going to do the same thing with them as we did with you. We're going to help them show a video, and we're going to help them follow up, and we're going to help them get there too. And it's just the power of 2. Duplicating 2 by 2 by 2. Doesn't need to get any crazier. And at the team developer, as you can see, it opens up your commissions. It allows you to have that check matching that we talked about. Again, you can see the ranks. All this means is that you are benefiting off of people's efforts. You may not know them, but again, you appreciate them because you get to benefit off of them. Now, this is something that I think is very important for everybody to really understand, and we only have a couple more slides and we're finished. It's the loyalty program. We don't have an auto ship like a lot of other companies where there's something showing up at your door and your closets and your cupboards and your garage are full of inventory. We don't have that. We have a loyalty membership for $59, and you can get that paid for as well. I know it's only $59, but you know what? If I can get something for free, I want to get it for free. What this shows is that one of those bundles that you picked that have 4 devices or more than 4 devices, all of those devices are covered under this $59 because you get vouchers in the loyalty membership. You get a voucher that you can assign to each one of those devices that come in your bundle, and that enables them to have the maximum features of the device and the plugins and the apps and being able to get all of that. You want the device to be at its maximum capacity. The protection plan, on top of the warranty, if you decide to swim with it, it's water resistant, it's not waterproof. If your dog chews it up, the company will replace it up to 2 times. You get loyalty points, so as you pay each month for all of this that we're going over for $59, the company's going to give you points, and you can use those loyalty points for stuff in the loyalty store. So you might want another band or a charger or some more Biozen or you know, the latest device or whatever. You're able to use those points. You also get that 1% that we talked about. It's that out of sight, out of mind. But when others in your organization are paying their loyalty, you get sales volume from that. And that sales volume goes towards your total for the week that you're earning that 20% on. Again, it's just one of the other ways that you get paid. So it's all coming together, and all of this is for that $59. Well, when you get 10 individuals that join your team that want to earn income, it pays for that $59. So for me, that was something that I wanted to do right out of the gates. When we started, the largest pack was one of the middle of the road packs that we have today. The largest pack was $1,349. So in my mind, I said, well, I want to get my loyalty for free, and I want to make my money back. So one of the ways that you get paid, remember in the beginning, was that 10%, that 10% fast start we talked about. I said, okay, I'm going to bring on 10 people because I'm going to make $135 off of each person. There's my money back, right? So I made my money back day one, and boom, my loyalty was paid for. So in essence, I feel like I never paid for my loyalty. And here we are. This is really the last thing. I think this is the most important to realize, and Carly kind of hit on this in the beginning. This is not a home-based business. It's a phone-based business because you get enrolled by picking a pack. We teach you how to send a video. I know we all know how to text, but we literally give you scripts. We help you with the content. Obviously, make it your own, but we give you guidelines. Everybody goes through a very simple system. It's duplicatable and it's scalable. So you pick your pack, you send videos out to the people on your list, and you follow up. You may do a Zoom like this. It may be a phone call. At the end of it, all you are is collecting decisions. People know once they see the product video, once they get the information on the opportunity, you know whether this is something for you or not. You know whether you want to use this as a vehicle to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in your goals or your financial situation, or whatever it is that you're looking to do. You'll know if this is the vehicle for you. And then that's it. And when people say no, it's nothing personal. You can't take it personal because it's not for everybody. And by the way, some people want it, but they're not willing to do it. They're not willing to do the do. They're not willing to send out a video. So the name of this game is get eyes on the information, and then let somebody really decide if they want to make something of it or not. So with that, I just want to end on this slide. Take a look at some of these bullet points. I know for me, having something that is a pop-up business is key. I don't know how to go start up a Subway. I don't know how to go start up a McDonald's, and I definitely don't have the money to do that. And I don't want to wait years for a return. I wanted to do something that I could start minimal. Our prices for our bundles, unheard of. That is so low. In fact, sometimes I wish that we charged more because people would probably take it more seriously. There's more skin in the game if I drop, you know, $100,000 or something like that, but I don't have to. It's so small. And everything, my website pops up. It ships from all over the place. I don't even have to carry inventory. I don't have to do anything. It's all automated for me. And that's what I love. And I can do this from anywhere. Like Carly said, I don't have to give samples out. I don't have to go to parties at a restaurant or people's homes. I could be at soccer or dance or on my couch, and I can send a text. That's it, from wherever I am. If I travel, I'm in an airport. Again, you guys get the picture, right? Anywhere that you are, it's so simple. And you can make of it what you want to make of it. You want to run at this, you can run. You want to walk, you can walk. There's no quotas, nothing like that. This type of an opportunity enables you to be in the beginning. It gives you the opportunity to be in a company where we are leading the wearable industry, and it gives you an opportunity to be at the top of Carly's organization because this is her first official launch. So if you were ever looking for that thing to be at the top, to be in the beginning, this is it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody. And if you have stuff going on in the background, just mute yourself, okay? There we go. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see all your faces. Now I'm looking up here. I know I'm looking up this way, but I have several monitors here, and you guys happen to be up on this one, so I'm not rolling my eyes or I'm not getting lazy or anything with you. I'm just looking at all your faces over here. So does anybody have any questions for me or anything they'd like for me to elaborate on?
I pretty well got it. I'm just going to look into some of those prices again.
Fabulous, awesome. And so, you know, Paul, should you decide, let's say you say, oh, I like that, the mixer, right? It comes with two of the LX and 2 of the LX Plus. We will show you exactly how to recoup your income. Like I said, we did it in one day. I'm nothing special. I just got more eyes on the information,
Yes.
right? Just that really is the name of the game. But whatever you decide, so this opportunity, let me ask you this. Is this something that you're like, hey, you know what, I think I want to supplement from what I'm doing, or this might be my vehicle out of something that I'm not fond of right now?
Oh yeah, it's both. It's both, you know, walk and then run.
Okay, so yeah, so what we would do is we would say, okay, you know, what is it that you're looking to pull from it, you know, a specific number, and we back into that and we show you exactly, okay, this is what it looks like on a daily and a weekly basis, how many team members, you know, that you would need, and obviously the power is duplication. So we literally map everybody out. You're not doing anything different. Everybody is doing the same duplicatable system. It's just a matter of how many, what your network is all about and how hard you work at it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Anybody else? Let's see. I don't see other people's face. I see Bill's tablecloth.
Yeah.
Really? I'm looking at y'all. Oh, how do I switch that?
You might have to switch your camera view or flip your camera around.
Oops, got a low battery. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. Well, we can hear you.
We can hear you, Bill. Do you have any questions for us, Bill?
Yeah, I'm a baby boomer, and we got to figure out how we can get all the baby boomers' kids to buy all these things for the people my age. I'm 66. You know, I'm going to be retiring before too long, and you know, I can't live on Social Security. Just really can't. So
Right.
it's something that, you know, I need to look at.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. You know, most people sit there and, you know, they go to school, they go get a job, they work 40 some years, 45 years, 50 years, then they retire, and then they end up going back to work. The statistics are there, and it's actually it's quite chilling. So you're very responsible. I commend you for looking at something like this and realizing that, hey, this is something that can help out to where it's going to let you live in comfort, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. What about Lindsay? Anybody else out there? I see names. I don't see their faces, so I hope that they're still. I see that they're still with us.
And I think Shelly is the other one, maybe.
All good. Okay. Well,
Hey, there you are, Dad. See you now.
It's Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like an exciting opportunity. Like I said, I've been in sales for like 45 years, and you know, it's all been like mostly direct sales where you go out and get it. Media sales, you have to, you can't sit around waiting for somebody to come to you. So I'm pretty used to it. I see 10, 15 people every day, and it might be something that I can talk to them about where they're in my store. And like I said, I'm 66 years old, so, you know, I'm not ready to retire, but well, something like this might really be something that could help me go that way, where I could be retired but not retired.
Well,
Anyway.
the beautiful thing is if the people that are walking through, coming across you every day have a pulse and a wrist, they're a candidate to share this information with.
Right.
Everybody, right? It really is that simple, and just sharing, hey, would you take a look at a 2-minute video? Everybody's got 2 minutes. It really is that simple. Good deal.
All right.
Okay, well, Carly, we can go ahead and close this out if there's no other questions.
Okay, any other questions from anyone?
I would just ask that everybody just, after we hang up, just give her a call or give her a text. Let her know if it's a yes or a no. You will feel a sense of urgency. This isn't to cram this down anybody's face. It's just to be very transparent that she has multiple calls and multiple launches that are going on because she is leading her organization, and she wanted to give this group the first opportunity to take one of those top positions within the next 12 to 24 hours. And so just get back with her, let her know yes or no, this is your time, it's not your time. If there's anything else that we need to answer, let us know, like I said, within this time frame, and we'll go from there.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you,
for your
everyone.
time.
Thank you for coming, everybody, and thank you very much, Anna Marie. That was very informative. And yeah, thank you, everybody. It was fun.
All
Thanks.
right.
Have a good night.
Night,
Bye.
everyone.
Have a good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Bye-bye.